is the final day of Pirate Jam 2020 here at Krabby Boat Lagoon, and our pirates have installed themselves up in the air-conditioned, power-filled jam room, working on their projects in the final hours. At 3 p.m. today, we're gonna start judging, and later on tonight, we're gonna head over to the captain's galley for an end-of-event pirate barbecue award ceremony, and they're all gonna get their very own unique pirate name.
Mating flight is about finding a partner. You're a dragon on a nuptial flight, and you find your partner, and you have to mimic the way the other dragon flies to be able to convince it that you're a good partner for it. Everything you see on the screen when you play the game is made out of clay. Makes me quite happy. The game was pretty simple, so I finished it quite early, and I had a lot of time to work on the decoration of it. I added this recycled material, this eyeball controller. I have a reset button in case the game crashes, which it never will. And the fan will turn on when you play the game, blowing air in your face to simulate the flight.
Yeah, so it's a mashup with Lemmings and Frogger. I wanted to do something with some hardware, so I made this button yesterday that controls the lights. You have only one set of buttons to control 3 sets of lights. You got to get the crosses across the road. Green toggles green, red toggles red. And there is some strategy in it, I promise. My favorite thing is probably the silly sounds.
Yeah, so feeling cautiously optimistic. It's kind of working. Quite a few last-minute bugs to fix though. I'm just frantically ramming in music and sound effects at the moment to give the game a bit more atmosphere and really kind of sell the idea you're in a flea market. So at the moment the game is called Sloppy Shopping. My favourite part about the game is probably the huge variety of items and the kind of comedy descriptions that Jerry wrote for me.
It's going pretty well. I managed to get everything I needed ready by the end of yesterday to start building some levels today. It's obviously very last minute and I haven't had the opportunity to get too much testing, unfortunately. My favorite part of the game is just the kind of exciting potential for where it could go. I think there's some interesting little strategic and puzzle elements in it that have come up quite unexpectedly, which is cool.
I'm feeling pretty good about my game. I'm literally almost done. I have a few last minute kind of end screen and beginning screens to do. Then I just want to make my setup look really nice and decorate my little button so that it goes better with the theme of my game, and then I'll be done. Pew, 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 pew. My favorite part? I think maybe the sounds that Jerry did for me. They're so cute.
Alright, my game is Heisenberg's Uncertain Pinball, and it's a eyebrow controlled game, so you control the bumpers with your eyebrows. And I spent a lot of time trying to make a head strap yesterday so that you can control these clothespins with your eyebrows. It just really didn't work in terms of securing it to the head and keeping it stable enough for these things to detect it. So you're either going to have to play it by holding it up over here and controlling it with the eyebrows. There's a little button over here also. But right now I am working on a face tracking system. So this thing uses the webcam and looks at your eyebrows and sees where they are. And I'm integrating this into the game right now with only a few hours left. You can see here, this thing is tracking my eyebrows and my face. And so I'm gonna basically control this using this eyebrow AI system. This library is called OpenCV. It's a facial recognition and tracking library. And I've never used it before, but maybe I can figure it out.
I wanted to at least do one kind of hardware demo or something. I wanted to use some of the sensors I had, and the rain one I thought was very interesting. I hooked it up to a mushroom growing simulation that I have. So we just pour it in here. Traditionally to measure the amount of rainfall over time. Here's the microcontroller. It's connected to my computer as a Bluetooth keyboard. And then this is an optical sensor. I haven't integrated it in yet, but my hope is that you get to use water to make things grow and then also use light to make things grow.
I've been working on a game tentatively titled Deep Dive with Sam and Jared.
It's a roguelike and you're diving down, trying to like find new species of fish.
Mining minerals and scanning fishes and stuff and that, and then you go back to your boat and all of the income you get from those scientific samples allows you to swim faster or upgrade your oxygen supply or get a better mining laser, and then you can go deeper.
Deep Dive's a game now. I think yesterday we were worried that it wasn't going to be fun. I think we made some changes.
We kind of wanted to have the levels regenerating every single time in the beginning. That turned out to be a bad idea.
We're busy adjusting the game to make it a bit more friendly and welcoming and easy to play and hopefully enjoyable.
My favorite part of Deep Dive was probably getting shocked by the jellyfish.
My favorite part of the game is probably the way it looks when you're really dark and everything's glowing.
I think we've learned a lot making the Deep Dive game, and it's the kind of game that in my day job I want to get better at making, so that's very valuable to me. And we've had a chance to experiment with some things that turned out we needed to practice. And I've also been working on a game called Tastimals with Jerry.
It's one of those projects that's just pure fun for us because it's not being made for other people to enjoy. If anything, it's a bit of the opposite.
Tastimals going in the opposite direction. The worse we can make it, the better. So I assume with more play testing, we're going to make it a more terrible game.
It's a self-indulgent project based off of a joke that we enjoyed bantering back and forth.
I think the thing I really like in games is breaking the rules, and Tastimals, for me, breaks the rules of what good taste and gameplay really should be.
All right, you scallywags! The judging hour is upon you! The uncertainty is over! Prepare your games! And that brings us to the end of Pirate Jam 2020. We do hope that you will join us again next year, and we want to send out a big thank you to all of our sponsors. Woo!